In today's show, we're going to talk about trusting the process. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. If you're coming through, I'd love to know your thoughts on today's topic, trusting the process. Let me know you've come through. Let me know that you've watched. How are we doing? Monday. Hope you're ready to go. So listen, I knew this guy once. I'm going to tell you about a story about this guy. I knew this guy once who had a pretty difficult upbringing. His dad died young. And then he was looking after his brother for a lot of his early life. There was a lot of uncertainty through his life. And then I remember him joining the military, and he did about 9 years in the military. And being in the military created a large amount of certainty in his life, in his mental approach to life, in his personal development, in his relationship building, in his health, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And then he was thrown into chaos again after leaving the military, and that created a large of amounts of uncertainty. And started working for himself and building up his businesses, one locally, one online, and went through a whole rigmarole of trying to learn how to build a business from not knowing how to build a business. And the whole way along the line was learning, failing, growing continuously over and over and over again. He was following a process. And what would happen most mornings when he really decided to take it to the next level, which was maybe around 3.5 years ago, when you go from being, I'm just going to grow a business, we're doing okay, to flipping it on its side and saying, right, we're going to take over the world. Through that time, raise the stakes, raise the level of the process. And throughout it used to create a large amount of doubt, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, confidence in his own ability. Every single morning, wake up with those feelings. Why am I bothering? What's the point? And the easy option for him, as he used to say, would be just to close down all social media, close down all business, and just go and take the easy life, go and work at Costa or something, and just deliver coffee in the mornings or something along those lines, something that didn't create large amounts of anxiety, stress. And the thing that got him through all of that process and the flip from about 3.5 years ago, from just being a business owner to being someone that was on a mission, was trusting the process. Now, the process for me is what creates many people's lives. Trusting a process is something that will allow you to focus on long-term achievements and outcomes and successes. Falling in love with the process allows you to connect, and connect to everything that you're doing, understanding the reasons through and through, making it a part of your lifestyle. And I think trusting and loving the process is what got me through, as that guy that I was just describing. When I left that military, it was a large amount of uncertainty, working at a college, then jumping on board the entrepreneurship world. And that then was the roller coaster of emotions for me. I set my expectations way too high and waking up with self-doubt so early. And the thing that got me through was trusting the process and what I was doing. So every single thing that I did had its place, like the morning routine, like the planning, like the focusing, like the showing up, like the 1%, like everything else that was happening. And that is what keeps me online from A to B. So the things such as like going to find an easier job with no pressure and responsibility, I know and recognise that would not be fulfilling for me. That would be great for 2 weeks, no pressure, no responsibility, no self-pressure, no self-doubt. But I know that after 2 or 3 weeks, I'd be unchallenged. And then that would open up a whole box of Pandora's box of new emotions of being unfulfilled and not focused and not challenged enough. So we're always going to find emotions and challenges no matter what direction that we take. And I think whatever path you're on, whatever direction you're moving towards, you have to be able to trust your process, and the process that you're following is the right process for you. Along that process, you're going to learn things about yourself. You know, you're going to learn what your character's like. You're going to learn what you're made of. You're going to learn if you've got what it takes to show up. You're going to learn if you're a doer or you're a talker. You're going to learn if you can back yourself up, if you can overcome adversity, overcome anxiety, depression, distractions, temptations. And that's what creates the identity of yourself. That's what creates you as an individual, is trusting the process. Now, you can doubt the process by listening to other people, by following other paths, by thinking that you know best, by thinking that something else, that the grass is greener, is the word I was looking for. But really, and we see this in relationships a lot, right? The grass is greener, I'm going to go off down this fucking path, and nothing changes. It's still the same relationship problems. There's still the same issues. And I think when we trust the process of the path that we're on, and we can keep showing up the 1%, and we remember the mission, and we're working on the outcomes, that's how you create you as an individual, your wins. Your losses are your wins. And I think you just need to sometimes come back to that. And I have to come back to that, because that's exactly how I woke up this morning, with large amounts of self-doubt, large amounts of anxiety, large amounts of confusion, and sometimes we just wake up like that. But I trust the process of doing my 4-mile walk here in the pitch black to be able to reflect for an hour and a half, to bring myself back online to the direction that I'm going, to sum up everything that's going on, to put into perspective the losses, the wins, the growth, the curveballs, the adversity, to make sense of everything so that I can get on with my day. It's just part of the process, remembering the long-term vision, where I want to be in the 10 years, the 5 years, the 3 years, the 1 years. Realigning yourself to where you said you wanted to be. Realigning yourself compared to where you used to be. And that's the leverage to grow. In business, in life, relationships, your own personal development, your own health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Guys, I hope that helps. If you're in the Supporters Hub, I'll see you for the Supporters Show tomorrow. If you don't know what Supporters Hub is, watch the very top of the Man Coach. Go to the top of the page. There's a big blue box that says Become a Supporter. And you can check that out and come and join me in that group. Have a great day. Catch you soon.